Hello everyone and welcome to another special video. We're going to talk about the tier list for how good all of these characters look. We're going to talk about the character designs, but for the most part just their outfits, their magical outfits, and we're going to rank them based on what outfit I think is the best, what outfit is terrible. We're gonna see if some of these tiers are gonna be very empty towards the end of this. Maybe 90% of the characters are gonna be in the midfield. Who knows? Let's also figure it out. Also, I'm live streaming this right now, so hello everyone who's watching this live on stream right now. Your chat will show up on stream, and you can chat along while I give my opinions. And Ayaka, it's not actually that bad. I actually think Ayaka is quite right. First, right off the bat, I know a lot of people don't like Ayaka's design. I think it's alright. She's supposed to be a sort of goofy character, right? And I think it does look rather goofy. Some people have said, oh, the design looks a bit discordant. It looks a bit out of place. But I actually think that's sort of kind of the point when it comes to Ayaka. Also, by the way, I need to mention this before I keep going on. I have no idea about fashion. I'm not someone who has any idea about fashion. I'm a guy. So my fashion knowledge is basically zero, and I'm also not a character designer. I don't know much about character design. I'm just gonna basically go through this and just give my personal opinion about what I think is alright and what I think is not so alright. So don't take this too seriously. This is just gonna be a fun video where we just do a bunch of random talking about some stuff that doesn't really have too much meaning to it, right? That's just a fun little video. It's probably gonna take like 2 hours. So next up, though, more importantly, I'm gonna have to say that these two together are right up there on the 4-star tier, but if it was just one of these two, they would probably only be on 3-star. But the idea about these two is that they sort of fit together. So for example, you can't see it right here, but so they have like leggings or whatever just on one foot, and they all have it on a different foot. That fits well together. The colors, I think, fit well together with their sash. They have like a green sash or a blue sash. I think that fits well together. But so, like in general, there are some differences between the two that fit together nicely, while at the same time still looking like they're the same outfit. So I think that's really well done. It looks like the same outfit, but at the same time has some nice differences that work well together. It's a really nice job, really nice job. Next up we have Mocha. I think this doesn't look that great. Not quite terrible, but the thing is, it just looks like a piece of chocolate that someone is wearing. But if I look at it a bit closer, I can see like, oh yeah, it actually this doesn't look too bad, right? I'm gonna reserve the 1-star tier for characters that when I look at them, I go, oh god, this looks terrible. This like is hard to look at. It's terrible to look at. But she's just more like a character where when I first look at her, I go, huh? What? And then I look at it a bit more closely and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like nothing really too special. She likes sweets, she likes chocolate, and she's really stupid. I like to say. She's the kind of character who is close friends with Hagumu, who is also not quite the brightest, and I think that's actually kind of the point. I'm not trying to put shade on these characters. That's kind of the idea behind these characters, that they're like Hagumu and Mocha are both supposed to not be the brightest, but they're endearing, they're friendly, they're nice. That's sort of supposed to get you to like these characters. They might not be the smartest, but they have a big heart. Moving on, though, we have Kanagi, who I almost want to put in 5-star, but I have to knock it down to 4-star. Why? Why do I have to knock it down to 4-star? Because the outfit itself looks really awesome. I really like the outfit. It really looks like the sort of sexy vampire outfit that you would wear to Halloween, and it is really nice to look at. I really love it. But here's the thing. She fights on a team probably with people, like if you're in-game and you're fighting with other people, thank you so much for the follow, Kanagi, welcome to the stream as well. If she's fighting together with other people, her outfit is going to be such an eye-catch that her team won't be able to fight correctly, right? If she's on a team with other characters, they're gonna keep looking at Kanagi, going like, oh, Kanagi, step on me. And they're gonna be so distracted that they can't fight correctly. And that is why Kanagi's outfit is not a 5-star outfit, it's only a 4-star outfit, because her outfit is hazardous to her team. Moving on, we have Seira, who I said is the worst character gameplay-wise, but is she also the worst character outfit-wise? Not quite. I think she's a sort of middle-tier character where the outfit itself is nothing really too special. It looks rather simple. You have the bare midriff because for some reason a lot of characters show their navel. if this is something you haven't noticed before, but if you look at a lot of designs for most of the Magia characters, either they have a midriff that is showing where you can see their belly button, or you have characters like Yasuo or even Kanagi, where even though they're wearing something like above their belly button, for some reason their belly button is like a hoover that like sucks in the cloth and you can see like an imprint of the belly button. Why does that happen so often in Magia record designs? I don't know. Just people on the design team really like it when the belly button shows. Definitely Aoki Ume. Aoki Ume, why did you do this to us? Aoki Ume is sort of low-key, not low-key, it's just high-key a pervert who likes belly buttons. So a lot of characters on this list are gonna have bare belly buttons. Let's just blame Aoki Ume for that. But yeah. Overall, though, like, despite that, I do like the idea that you have this sort of hoodie, because the thing is, she likes monster movies, kaiju. She likes kaiju movies. She's a director. She wants to make. She got into movies because she liked kaiju movies as a kid. Like, I guess even younger kid than she is right now. And so I really do like the fact that the hoodie that she has sort of, she doesn't put it down, but you can kind of see that it does look like the head of like a kaiju monster, right? And I do like that. And because of that, it's not quite a super terrible design, but it does look rather weird how none of the other parts of the design really do sort of play into that, in my opinion. Next up, we have Ryoko, who is also a very standard design. It's just, she's a Buddhist monk who likes traditional Japanese stuff, ideals, traditional Japanese Buddhist ideals. She's all about that, and so her design reflects that with a little bit of fire because she has fire element. It looks fine. I think it looks good. It does look good, but it's nothing special. It's a very simple design that is very straightforward. That's just what she's about. That's her design. Okay, but it's just sort of middle of the field. Now here's the thing. I'm not going to rank Nanohas because, I mean, I have seen a little bit of Nanohas here and there, but I don't think that I can really talk about Nanohas as characters in Magia Record. They shouldn't be on this list, but actually it's just about design, so what does it matter? But I'm not going to talk about the design of them because I haven't watched too much of Nanoha to tell you if this is a design that, because I think this is a design that sort of fits well into Nanoha, but does it fit into Magia Record? I'm not qualified to answer that question. Moving on, we have Nagisa, who is a really good design. It's a very simple design that makes you look like she's a piece of candy. So you have this like puffy skirt or whatever that thing is, puffy pants, that sort of as opposed to look like a piece of like candy, and then you have like the head as well that makes her look cute because she's a very cute character. She has a sort of color, is like the color scheme, the palette that went into her character design is also very fluffy, very wholesome. It like makes you feel a little bit warm inside. I think, in my opinion, like that's like the sort of colors that went behind this, and it also makes you think of candies. It works nice. However, if you actually look at the design itself, it's just like a sort of vest or coat or whatever. I don't know words, but I think maybe I could have gone a little bit more in that direction. Maybe gone a little bit more. Also, still, once again, Aoki Ume, what the fuck? Why does she not have anything on her belly button? Why is that thing so freely exposed? At least it doesn't show in this art. In this art, it doesn't show. But once again, Aoki Ume with the fucking belly button exposed. That's gonna knock out so many points for so many of these characters. Because so many of these characters are gonna have a perfectly reasonable design with just a random window around the belly button. We're gonna get to that. Next up, though, we have Orc. So Orc is... it's somewhere between 2 and 3, I'm going to say. So the design is, I'm going to put it in 3 again. 3 is going to be very full at the end of this, because I think most of the designs in this game are just alright. There's not too many designs that are super duper terrible, so it's not going to be too much down here. But at the same time, it's not going to be too much that's like 5-star tier. Most of it's going to be 3-star. So the Orc, she's all about nature. Her name is Chica, by the way. She's all about nature. She loves nature. Oh my god, nature this, nature that. Tree hugger, hippie, that sort of ideals. But if you look at her outfit, well, it's got a little bit of green in there, different tones of green, sure. The outfit is it's rather loose, right? So she has a lot of freedom to move. She's got the axes in there. She's got the headdress, which looks a bit like some flowers or whatever, like some grass or whatever. I can't really see this. But yeah, it does look really like she's really a type of nature girl, but at the same time, it still looks rather simple and straightforward, and in my opinion, just too simple. Like, it's not something that sticks in your head. A really good design, in my opinion, sticks in your head. You think, like, even weeks or months after seeing this, you still have this sort of mental image in your head of that design. That's just not a thing with Chica. Like, I sort of know what she sort of looks like, but that's about it. It's not something that really sticks in my head. Next we have Sayaka. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. I think it's pretty good. So it's not just the regular Haragi that you usually have with sort of obi and whatever, with the brush, but it actually like the sort of the coloring. It's mostly the coloring and sort of the design, the patterns on her Haragi that look really good. Like, I really, really love this sort of palette that is being used with the sort of different shades of blue flowing into each other with these sort of like flowers or whatever they are. It's hard to tell at this resolution, but I do like this. I really do like this sort of design. It's just really pleasing to look at. It's really nice to look at. I really like looking at this. I've said the same thing like 3 times now. But yeah, I do like it. I do like it. Next up we have Mami. I'm not going to put it that high. Why? Because I think it's hard to say. So this is the thing about designs in general in this entire franchise, in Madoka Magica as a franchise. The original cast had very simple designs. They were all rather close to each other, in my opinion, because they all had skirts, or at least for the most part, they all had skirts. They all had designs that looked vaguely like something sort of similar to general magical girl tropes at the time, like the sailor suit, like something that looks like a school uniform, but a little bit twisted to look a bit more fantasy-like. And because of that, I think the original Puella Magi Madoka Magica designs, they're all great, but they're all not anything super duper special. And that's on purpose. They were all made to not be that special. And because of that, I'm not going to put too many points for these designs. And instead reserve the other designs for designs that do a bit more special things. Like I said, they're not bad designs. I just think that, like I said, this entire list is just me personally talking about what I like or dislike. Just me personally, I think that the original PMMM designs perfectly serviceable for what they did in the show, but on the grander scheme of what you can do with designs, they're only like sort of in the midfield of what I think is awesome to look at. I want to see some cool shit. I want to see cool shit. Basically, is what I want to say. Why Mami is on 3-star. I want to see some cool shit. So we're gonna reserve 5-star and 4-star to some cool shit. And I think, for example, this cool Haragi right here, that's some cool shit. Next up, oh my god. You know what? That's a 5-star right there. You know what? Yeah, like as Miss Yuki says, BMHQ's outfits are really straightforward, and that's why they're not higher. And not like I said, you better be nice to Mami. I hope I wasn't too bad. they're good for the show, but you know, like I said, I want to see some more cool shit. Tard is the thing that, I don't know where the other Tard is, but it's going to be down there. The regular Tard outfit is also rather straightforward, but when it comes to the ultimate Tard outfit, I think the additions to make it seem more powerful, while not really changing too much about her outfit, I think that works really well. Tard, like, this is an outfit that if I look at it, I think to myself, that's a powerful fucking character. This design, even though it's rather straightforward, even though it doesn't have anything super duper crazy going on, other than like the glove, it's just an outfit that screams power, that sort of exudes a presence on the battlefield, and that is why I think that is an absolutely amazing design. The glove also does a really nice job of tying in Liz's power into her own power now, with Liz's glove basically now being part of her design. That somehow still fits somewhat okay towards the design. So yeah, this is a great design right here. This like 5-star designs are going to be designs where you just look at it for just a second and you already exactly know what's going on, what this character is going to be about, which is why this one was almost 5-star, but then wasn't, because like I said, it's just sort of a problem for your own team. Welcome to the stream as well, TBD Charlie. I'm recording a video right now, so keep in mind that everything you say will be showing up on the video. The cape is also really nice. Also, it doesn't really show that well, but she has her hair again. Like, you see her hair? She has it again. You should cut it. Sudachi, that's a really good design right here. It's a very simple design. I'm going to say this about a lot of characters, because even though there are a bunch of really crazy designs in here, a lot of the designs are rather straightforward. They're rather straightforward designs, and that's the way it should be. Most of the designs usually, or like just in general, when I think about designing a character, or like an outfit for a character, I know that it's very tempting to just keep adding stuff. Bigger shoulder pads, bigger spiky shoulder pads, like a whole bunch of stuff to it. Like, look at any sort of thing from Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen is a game where the designers just kept adding stuff to armor and weapons, and everything looks way over designed, and you just can't understand what anything is supposed to actually be. But yeah, when it comes to magic girls, I think designs should be simple, and that is, and a lot of designs do follow this. But the thing about Tsudachi is, first off, you have this sort of idea of her being some sort of a vampire, not vampire, like, but sort of in that direction, vampiric, because she has this long cape. She has this weird Magia and Doppel, especially the Magia. Weird, but also she has this hair that looks like a rabbit ears or whatever. Because here's the thing, she's an adjuster, a void type character who sort of plays into this idea that all the void type characters, all the adjusters, they are all themed after magicians basically, like stage magicians. And she herself is themed, I think, at least what was intended, is that she is themed after the rabbit that a magician pulls out of a hat. That is why her head looks like that, with this snappy thing on her as her hair, so she can get pulled out of a hat. And it's also why she's wearing this white dress or whatever that is underneath that. But at the same time, she also has her own ideals in there of what she would like to do. So yeah, it's a pretty good outfit. Bat ears. Like, here's the thing: it's hard to you can just say it as both. You can say that either she's a bat, or you can say she's the rabbit, because all of the other characters are themed after magicians, and it would make sense that she, being young and inexperienced about the entire thing, would only play a supporting role. And the first thing that I saw about her, when I saw her head, I was like, that looks like a rabbit, especially when you see like the white dress, looking like, white like a rabbit. So you can sort of see it as both. So yeah, I like her outfit, but at the same time, it's not something that I would put quite in 5-star territory. I will say though that the yellow pants do look a little bit out of place. Yellow greenish. Next up we have Fate. I do like her outfit. Usually I put her outfit up there, but like I said, I'm not gonna rank those. But the Yuka image is just a bit bigger. I can zoom in a little bit. I can't really make them bigger otherwise, other than like opening their page, but jumping from page to page to page to page to page every few seconds is probably gonna be a bit too much. So next we have Livia, who is themed after a magician as well. Her outfit, I would have liked to put this outfit way higher, but the thing about this outfit is just that, the tits are a bit too emphasized in this outfit. But apart from that, she really does look like a magician, like a stage magician should look like. You have this very elegant outfit that you have to her, where she has this sort of regal, not really regal, but sort of in that direction, sort of this dignified aura around her. You really would picture her just being on stage, being like, look at this hat. I'm about to pull a rabbit out of this hat. Bloop, bloop, bang, and then pull a rabbit out of the hat. You would really think that she would be someone who could do that. Just looking at her outfit, she really does exude that sort of aura. But at the same time, it's going to be a bunch of outfits in here that just really put a really big emphasis on a specific body part that wants to be emphasized for fan service. For her, it's the breasts, and that's why I'm gonna knock her down a little bit, because I think this outfit just puts a bit too much emphasis on her giant, huging, honking bedonkers. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay to lust after Livia, because she's like 20 plus years. She might be almost as old as me. So yeah, I don't see any problem with that. Next up we have Kyoko. You just go well with Mommy. They're right next to each other. Then we have Kyoko, once again goes in the same tier. Also, I almost want to put her in 4-star. But once again, the reason I don't put her higher is because she's too simple in my opinion. But like I said, that's kind of what the original designs were going for. The original Puramagi Holy Quintet designs were going for the sort of simplicity that you would see in other Magical Girl stories at the time, because they were supposed to copy, not really copy, but be in the same direction as the original Magical Girl stories and anime that were going around at the time. And they just fall too much into that sort of place for me to rate them higher than that. But yeah, Ryoko Trust Livia. Oh my god. Next up we have Kaide. I almost want to put her in 2-star, but I think 2-star would be too harsh, because it's not that bad. The main reason why I almost wanted to put her in 2-star, like, it's like a bit low 3-star, almost 2-star. The reason I also want to put it in 2-star is because her hat. Her hat is like, just volume-wise, her hat is like half her outfit. You know what, I'm going to put it in 2-star. Her hat is like half her body weight. Like half her body weight is just a fucking hat. She never wears it. It's way too big for her head. The only reason she has it is because she's supposed to be a druid. That's why she has this gnarled staff. She's supposed to be a druid, and she's got like feathers in her hair, whatever. Or plants. I think it's plants. But I think the hat is just way too much. And if you remove the hat, you basically have nothing else left from her design, because the rest of her design is just, hey, once again, look at my belly button. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in 2-star. Next we have Yasuo. I really like Yasuo's design. It's another design that's very simple, but at the same time still does a really good job of conveying to you sort of the themes behind this character, more so than the PMHQ does, because the PMHQ all look like schoolgirls, basically. They all, like, yeah, there's this thing with PMHQ girls, they all look like sort of sailor, there's also sailor suit or school outfit, sort of. All of them basically look like that. But you have Yasuo, who also is a very simple design that you would expect from a magical girl, but it does tie more into her themes of water, of nighttime, of her being a warrior, of her being dignified, being honorable to some degree. I think that also you can kind of see that by just looking at her design, with like the breastplate or whatever being her like the warrior design, but at the same time having the elegance of the dress behind that. And it does put some sort of emphasis on her legs, because in case you don't know, Yasuo wants to have the best legs in all of Kamihama, and if she sees someone who has better legs than her, she breaks their legs. So Yasuo really likes to have the best legs, and so she puts an emphasis on her legs with her outfit, so that does work rather well. Simple but stylish. It does really work well with her. Next up, we have Yasuo, also a really great design, also because it does also once again show off sort of the elegant nature that you would expect from a magician, a stage magician, but she doesn't have the fucking boob window. She does have something else, which is a sort of window on her thigh, but that's not really something that is that big of a part of her outfit as Livia's is. So for her, it's more so about looking into sort of like gentleman's style, really looking like a gentleman style magician who goes up on stage and twirls a cane and then suddenly pulls something either out of a hat or pulls out your card. And I think that's great. I think that really fits well into her design. And it also is a design that, while it does have some details to it, still is a design that isn't too polarizing, or rather doesn't have too much color to it. And the fact that her outfit doesn't have too much color to it, I think is also intended, because she, in case you don't know about Yasuo, she's basically lobotomized herself with her wish, so she has almost no emotions other than a handful of negative ones. And because she has so little emotions, it kind of makes sense that her outfit is sort of doesn't show any sort of vibrant colors. It's mostly black and white. So that also fits really well. Not quite 5-star territory, because it's a bit too simple, or it doesn't show too much, but yeah, I think it's alright. She saw Fugo? Oh, you mean Fugo from JoJo? Oh, it's a JoJo reference. Next up we have Sayuki. She's basically, like, her design almost looks like a Pulamagi Holy Quintet design, where it sort of looks like a school outfit with a little bit of stuff added to it to make it look like a magical girl. I think we can do better than that. I don't have much else to say. Next up we have Masara. And I'm torn between 2-star and 3-star. So here's the thing about Masara. I really do enjoy the sort of color scheme, the sort of palette behind her outfit. I do like the sort of transparent cloth around her arms and legs and stuff. I do like all that stuff because it does make her seem elusive and mysterious, which is sort of the idea when she's elusive and mysterious. But at the same time, you know what, I'm gonna have to put her on in 2-star. Why? Because of the fucking giant boob window. She is like a few millimeters away on both sides from a nip slip. It's a design that literally is millimeters away from being not safe for work. And she's someone who like goes in and fights with a lot of like effort. She like jumps around a lot and runs really fast, and you can expect that a design like this It's just not gonna be it's not gonna be suited very well for actually like going into battle, because like I said, it's so close to being not safe for work that in battle, like if you actually went into battle with this design, this would be you would jump in there, do an attack, and then be like, oh, sort of, I need to sort of put the cloth back over my breast, it's sort of flipping out. Yeah, that's a lack of control right there. It just doesn't work well. Like they should have put a lot more effort to that place. Next we have Iroha. Yeah, it's really nice to look at. Once again, we have something similar with Kimono Sayaka, where in essence they're like standard Haragi, but the color scheme, the like mostly just the colors, it's just really pleasing to look at. Whoever has designed these two, I'm gonna put them right next to each other to compare. Whoever has designed these two designs is a fucking master of like palette, of using a nice palette. It's just really nice to look at just from the colors themselves, and that is why I think they're quite up there, but I don't have too much to say about them. Next up, we have Valentine's and Nagisa. Yes, let's put it right next to Valentine's, right next to regular Nagisa, although almost 5-star, not quite, but almost 5-star. I'm gonna say it's like a high 4-star. Iroha's transformation took me off from design. I can understand that. But yeah, she's basically the similar idea to regular Nagisa, but instead of candy, we're now going towards chocolates. Oh, chocolate! Wasting all my money, SpongeBob. So yeah, it's a great design. I like that. Next up, we have Holy Anina. It's also another 4-star. Why is 4-star getting suddenly so freaking up there? It's a really good design. I like that. It doesn't really look too much like her regular outfit, but I think it's also part of the idea behind it. She's supposed to be a very different in character as well than her regular outfit. You can say that Holy Anina is a bit over-designed. You can say it's a bit over-designed, but I think that does play into her character as well. Like, I'm gonna judge all of these characters based on how well the design actually fits to the character, and Holy Anina, or just Anina in general, is a character who is very much extra. She is very extra. A simple design, I think, wouldn't work for Holy Anina. She needs to be super duper extra, over the top, and so she has that like giant golden arc behind her, whatever that is. She's got the masks, the colored masks on her skirt. She's got the ribbon. She's got fucking guts. She's standing in caribou guts. She's got a caribou headdress. But the thing is, even though she's so goddamn extra, I think she's still nice to look at. I like looking at Holy Anina because it just looks pleasing to look at, in my opinion. I think it looks nice. Even though I will agree, there's a lot of fucking stuff there. There's way too much stuff there. But like I said, I think it actually works quite well into who Anina is, and that she's really goddamn extra. She does look a bit macabre. Next up, we have Kokoro. Oh, yeah, I think this is another 3-star. I almost would put it in 4-star. But once again, I think it might be a little bit too much effort, not too much emphasis on the belly button area, just a little bit. But overall, I think it looks alright. It's a sort of outfit that does look distinctly magical girl-like. It's not an outfit that you would see anywhere else, but at the same time, it doesn't do anything super duper amazing or super duper special. It's alright. The first gun girl, yay. Next up, we have Sakurako. Oh, I like that. I like these sort of digital aspects. Her skirt looks really fucking weird, but the fact that her skirt looks almost impossible because all of her like the sort of squares down here are sort of like held on by what seems like a singular point, like a singularity in each of these points. Looks kind of weird, but I do like it because just the color scheme and this sort of idea seems something that is supposed to be impossible, and it makes me think of sort of this sort of like a digital aspect, sort of also with the necklace or whatever that she has up there, and her weapon, and her weapon like comes out of her bracelet. I like that. I do like that sort of stuff. I think she just worked really well. Sayaka, put her next to the other Puramagoli Quinta girl. Like, same reason with the other girls. It looks too much like a regular school uniform or sailor outfit, but it's not bad. It's like within those confines, it's great, but not much more. Next we have Asuka. Yeah, it's alright. I would never put Asuka higher than 3-star. Like, 3-star is the most I'm gonna give it to her. Maybe 2-star, but I would never put her higher than that. Why? Because it looks too much like a normal outfit that has been repurposed. as a magical girl outfit. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna put her in 2-star because of that. The more I think about this, was Sakura meant to be an AI? Kind of. It sort of goes into that direction at least. So the thing about Asuka is the design itself isn't bad. It's just that if you were to think to yourself, what if I had a female Naginata warrior? An honorable geisha. If I had an honorable geisha, what would that character look like? They would look like this. Even if I didn't tell you to make a magical girl, even if I just told you to make a Naginata wielding girl, you would probably make her look like that. And because of that, I will just say, this just looks like a normal outfit that has been repurposed as a magical girl outfit, what I just said earlier. And that is why I can't put this any higher. It's just missing that sort of magical aspect to it, in my opinion. The first Umeruka, it's totally a side character. In my recent video, I talked about why she was supposed to be a main character, but then totally wasn't. As we have Yoona. I would love to put her higher, but I actually will. So here's the thing about Yoona, why I'm kind of torn about her design, is that she's super duper rich. She's got so much money, she's flying around on a private helicopter. She literally has that much money. She's got like a limousine with like servants that wipe her ass basically. But she's not a bad character. A lot of people think, when I tell them that, they think like, oh, she's probably like either evil or smug or like arrogant. She isn't. She's still a good person. Here's the thing though. Her design is, I think, goes a bit over the top. Not that it has too much stuff to it, but that it fills too much space. Her design, I think, fills too much space, similar to Holy Aina's. And why you can also say that, yeah, it's supposed to fill a lot of space. She's rich, and of course a rich person would fill a lot of space, like take up all of the air in the room gets taken up by this character. Usually I'd say, yeah, that's part of the character. But when it comes to Yoona, I think she's going a bit too much in that direction, where there's not... It's just difficult for me to look at this image right here, mostly because it seems like towards her belly, she seems rather slim. She seems rather slim towards her like stomach or belly area. But then both her shoulders and her skirt is like super duper wide. She looks like a really extreme hourglass. Like what? Like a really extreme hourglass where it goes really far in and then back out again. And I think that's maybe the main reason why I don't like this outfit too much. Okay, I still have so many left and I haven't even done that much. I'm gonna speed up a little bit because a lot of the stuff that I've mentioned in all of these outfits are probably just gonna come up again in all of these other outfits. Koro, I can't rank that. She's too precious. I would never ever give Koro a bad rank because she's too precious. Mewi. Once again, a simple outfit. Probably too simple in my opinion, because once again, if you think to yourself, just a kung fu character, yeah, you give her sort of a regular sort of Japanese or Chinese, actually more of Chinese inspired dress with sort of like a bit of leg freedom, and that's just this, and there's just nothing much to it. This outfit, or just to put it on a point, this outfit doesn't look magical. This does not look like a magical outfit. Next up, Nanaka. I love Nanaka. Dinda! I love Nanaka, and Nanaka is great. But her outfit, while I do think her outfit is a little bit of step above just the regular outfits from Asuka and Mewi, it's still in a similar vein that it just looks like a regular outfit. It still has a bit more to it that I think does kind of push it towards a higher tier. She does have this sort of smug, arrogant aura to her, but I love her so much. But she's still very much in a similar vein as these characters, and I think her outfit could have been better. I love Nanaka, and that's exactly why I think she should have had a better outfit. Give us a Nanaka alt that has a better outfit. Do it. Or someone just make a fan art of that. Why not? Next up, we have Sasara. Oh, I love Sasara as well. I love Sasara as also, I think, one of the most underrated characters in the entire game. And I'm going to put her on 3-star. I would have loved to put her higher, but here's another thing about Sasara, is that, once again, her outfit is very simple. And just, it's basically what she's about. She's supposed to be a knight. I mean, she specifically wished to be a knight. That's what she wished for. And so she just got an outfit that's got like it looks a bit armored while not actually being that armored, because you can kind of see that it's got a lot of cloth to it, but that's just female armored outfits in fiction never actually are armored. But it does, at least when I look at it, I do think to myself, oh yeah, that's a fighter, that's a warrior, that's a knight or whatever. She does sort of exude that aura, because she does fit really well into that. I will say that I will give her at least a 3-star. But I also think that they could have gone way harder on the, like, actually give her, like, full plate armor, whatever. Actually give her that. Then I actually would have put her higher. If they actually give her, like, plate armor, I would have put her higher. Helmet, I don't know. You can't actually give her a helmet, because in case you haven't noticed, she's got, like, 10 tons of hair. 10 tons of hair. That's at least, like, 1 billion times as much hair as I have. Maybe even more than that, because 1 billion times 0 is still 0. But she's got a lot more hair than I would ever have in my entire life. Next we have Tsuruno. I mean, I'm gonna put it in the same tier as regular Tsuruno. It's alright. It does look a bit Chinese, but it also only covers 50% of her body. So I'm gonna give it like a 50-50 outfit. Next up, Mami. Oh. How many people in chat and on YouTube just got really angry with me putting her down there? Mami's swimsuit. Mami's swimsuit has metal plates on it. Why the fuck does a swimsuit have metal plates on it? It's a swimsuit that a normal person can't even swim with because it has metal plates on it. Why the fuck? I would also say that her outfit does put a little bit of emphasis on her tits, because she also has the same problem as Masara. Like Masara, when she jumps into battle, her tits will I keep saying that, her breasts are gonna slip out from her cloth, and she, like swimsuit Mami has the same problem, which is why you would never wear something like this in battle. And she has metal fucking plate. But yeah, she has both the problems that Masara has, and she has metal plates on her swimsuit. Why the fuck? Why are they here? Why is it like this? So, I'm sorry, but your swimsuit just makes no practical sense in either in a swimming scenario or in a battle scenario. Oh my god. Next up, we have Swim Homura. It's like a regular swimsuit, which isn't bad. It's not bad, but it's not special either. At least it's I think it does a little bit of a better job than Swimsuit Mami, because this is at least a swimsuit you can swim with, which sounds like a weird thing to say, that a swimsuit should be something you can swim with, but yeah, at least with Homura you can swim with this, and at least in battle, maybe you aren't gonna have not safe for work problems immediately. So I would put this a little bit higher, but it's also not that amazing of a swimsuit. It's still a rather a swimsuit that you can do better. You can do better than the swimsuit, but it's still it's more practical than Mami's. Next up we have Shizuka. I like her outfit. I really like her outfit. It's a sort of outfit that was already a performance since Mocha. I know. It does look a bit Greek, does it? Oh yeah, I do agree that Mami's outfit does look a bit sort of in the Greek vein. But more importantly now we are at Shizuka, who is a cinnamon roll. And look at her outfit, because it does seem rather simple in that, yeah, it just looks like a traditional Japanese garb, but you've got the seven-pronged sword, the Chichisito. I can say that word when I'm not drunk, but right now I've had a little bit of stuff, so I can't really say that correctly. But the thing is, even though her outfit looks rather simple, the more you look at it, the more cool stuff you find. For example, you see that sort of bauble in her hair, holding her hair together with sort of ribbons coming out of it. You see the details on her multi-layered skirt with sort of, what is that, like a sort of the piece of cloth coming out there. Like I said, I'm really bad at words, but I do like it. Like, this is kind of the design that I like looking at, and it looks great, especially in a 5-star art. Her 4-star art isn't even that great, but especially in a 5-star art, I think it's really nice to look at. Next up we have the 3-star design right here. I think it looks nice. Once again, we have a very similar idea to the regular nays, where they fit nicely together, where both of these designs both look the same, but at the same time have differences between them that make them look different. But I don't know. It's hard to say. I almost want to put them in 4-star. They're somewhere between 3-star and 4-star. The reason I'm hesitant is because I'm remembering the transformation sequence, and that did kind of make them seem a bit more fan servicey than I would like. No, you know what? Fuck the transformation sequence. Their outfit is fine. The transformation sequence did them injustice. I mean, it actually is a nice sequence. Like, the music, at least, the song is dope. It really is dope. From the transformation sequence, it's a really nice. I like bopping to that. But yeah, you know what? the transformation sequence doesn't have any bearing on their design. Their design is fine. Their design is fine. Totally what. Let's put them right next to that. I'm not ranking them between the same tier, but let's at least like group them up a little bit. Next up, we have Kako. It's got way too much stuff going on. She's wearing like 5 different outfits layered on top of each other. It's really hard to see, but it's got her black coat. Then it's like a white dress below that, another white dress below that, and then she's got like a traditional Japanese dress below that. I've seen an image once where someone like, I think it actually was like the designer of Kako who drew only her lowest layer, and even the lowest layer of her clothing, the sort of green, like traditional Japanese clothing that she's wearing, that itself already looks like a complete outfit, and it's got like 3 layers on top of that. That's way too many layers, dude. I know she's got layers, but a bit too much. Me for you. Looks alright. I don't have much to say about this. It looks alright. It looks fluffy, and she's supposed to be fluffy and dreamy and like a sheep. To some degree, I think she's supposed to be like a sheep. It's alright. It's alright. Nothing else to say about it. Mikura. I don't know much to say about this. Here's the thing. When I see Mikura, I think to myself, she has her entire outfit is one skirt that starts on her waist, like way above her waist. Like it's her, no, or rather her skirt starts on her chest and then goes all the way down. That's a weird way of putting it, but I think that's at least the way I see her outfit, and I can't unsee that, and that is why I can't think much better of this, this outfit. Next we have Madoka, basically the same with the other Puem HQ, put them on the same tier. Momoko, I like her outfit as well. It's a very simple outfit that still portrays her as being a more of a spunky girl, more of a tom girl out there. Yeah, I like it. I do like it, but at the same time, nothing super special. Temari, I think is... It's somewhere between 2 and 3, but 3 is getting a bit overcrowded. I want to put it in 2, but it's also a very simple, sort of almost school uniform looking one that puts some emphasis on the breast area. Why? I guess she's a fan of character type. I do like her cloak. Like her cloak, like her cape, I do like her that. I do really like her cape. If they didn't put that much emphasis onto the fan service area, I would have probably put her in 3 definitely. But with that, sorry. I can't, I'm not going to rate like 2 fan service outfit too high, I think. Next up, Rui. You know what, I like the idea that her outfit looks a bit otherworldly because she's supposed to be having this otherworldly aura about herself because she's a bit crazy. She has this Junie idea. And I think her outfit does sort of complement that. I do, like, knowing her backstory, knowing what she's about, and then seeing her design, seeing her outfit. But yeah, they, at least in my head, they seem to go really well together with each other. Next up, Mikage. I can't really rate Mikage higher than 3-star because while her outfit is really cute, she's a really cute outfit, it's hard to tell what sort of an outfit that is based on her character would even look like. Like, so Mikage is sort of like the kid who wants to be older than she actually is. Sort of like, you know how kids are always like, I can't wait to be an adult, or be like, hey, I'm already 14 years old, I'm not a kid. Basically, she's kind of like that. So I guess she's like sort of trying to act older than she actually is, but I don't know how to actually translate that into an outfit, and this is not the outfit that I think goes well with that, but it's still a nice outfit. I think it's still an okay outfit. She's got the 2 guitars, which are really nice. Yeah, I like it. Karin, very simple. I'm going to put this right next to PMHQ because she goes into the same direction. Yeah, it just looked like a very simple design that has a sort of witch aesthetic to it, but not really much else to it. She kind of one of my favorite characters, but she really needs an alt. Why does Kaiden not have an alt? He's one of the most popular characters in the entire game. Next up, Kairena. You know what? I think they're actually alright. I do like the sort of how the blue and red go with each other. I do like that they actually do look like swimsuits while still having a lot of extra stuff to it. They look functional. Which is something that I can't say about most other swimsuits for some fucking reason. But yeah, they're functional swimsuits. That is already something that is kind of absurd. That characters in this game can have functional swimsuits as their alt. Scythes are farming tools. She does like farming. No, the scythe is fine. The scythe makes sense for Rui. Here's the thing about Rui. Rui has the ability of seeing when people are gonna die. Like above people's heads, she like has like a clock that shows when people are gonna die. So it makes sense she has a scythe, sort of as a reaper kind of character. So yeah, I think that's the next one. Mel, it's a fluffy, simple design, but not much to it. Like this is a design that could have gone way more into the sort of fortune teller aesthetic, but I think they kept it. I think they played it a bit too simple with their design when they sort of could have gone way harder on the fortune teller aesthetic, and yeah, that's why it's not higher. Jun, it's not that bad. A lot of people thought that this might be the first 1-star design. I don't think it's that bad. He's supposed to be a sort of shady character to some degree, but not a bad character. It's like she's a good character who still is really fucking shady. And I think her design does sort of come across like that. Does it have a bit too much fan service? Yes, and that's why it's a 2-star, not a 3-star. But I don't have too many problems with that. I think it's actually alright. Kasumi in the same idea. I know a lot of people think, oh, it's too much fan service. I mean, I've read Kasumi Maika. I have it actually right here. Fucking Kasumi Maika. I have all of them. I actually have all of the Kasumi Magikas right here in German, so yeah. Is it too much fan service in my opinion? Yes, I think it's a bit too much fan service, but it's still a nice outfit. It still makes, it has a sort of witch aesthetic that she's supposed to have, this witch aesthetic. I think it comes across nicely, and because of that I wouldn't rate it too low. I still have so many fucking, I'm gonna have to hurry up so much because it's gonna be like a 5-hour fucking video. Next you have Kanagi. You get to think about Kanagi's design, regular design, is that she's supposed to be a super duper tough character who, what would be the best way of putting it? I guess just super duper tough. He's kind of like some character that you would picture in the army, who's like a drill sergeant. She's kind of like a drill sergeant basically, and her design perfectly reflects that. She does look like a fucking drill sergeant. She's got the riding crop, she's got the military looking outfit. Works really well with her, while at the same time, especially with her legs that you can't see too much, having a bit of a sexual aspect to them, but that's also kind of a part of her design. I like it. It works really well with her. Next up, Susune. Too much fan service. And it's okay though, I'm gonna have to go faster. Now, Layla, she has no pants, which means that she's gonna be a 4-star character. Wait a second, what is wrong with you, Raz? Are you making a joke? You're gonna put it in 1-star, right? You're gonna have to put it in 1-star, right? No. Here's the thing about Seika. I know she has no pants. That looks fucking stupid. But the reason why I'm gonna put her that high anyway is because I think her outfit, even though it's rather simple, especially on a 5-star art actually, still makes a really good job at theming. Seira is supposed to be a phoenix because she actually like fully died and then got resurrected, and because of that she's supposed to be some sort of phoenix. She has the cleansing flames power, and not 5-star, 4-star, I mean, sorry. This is the 3-star art right here. And especially on the 4-star art, she really does get this sort of flowery, not flowery, but this flamey aspect. And especially if you Google the Feng Huang, I think is how you pronounce it, the sort of a Chinese style of phoenix, the Feng Huang. She looks so much like that. She looks like her design, even though it's, like I said, it's so simple, still fits really well into that theme. And I fucking love it when characters and themes go hand in hand. That's how you get points with me. That's how you get points. And that's why I'm going to put Layla on 4-star, because fuck you guys who think that just because she has pants, that means she's a terrible character. And she's a 3-star. I'm sorry, guys. Next time we're going to move on with Hagumu, who has a giant forehead. Once again, it's an outfit that could look like any other outfit, like a normal outfit, but still has at least a little bit of touch to it, like very similar to the Polemic Holy Quintet. Looks like a regular outfit that's a little bit of, at least a little bit of extra stuff to it, but nothing too special. And she's one of our forehead kin. We're gonna forget Kanoko. Also, once again, it looks too normal. I think it just looks too normal. By the way, important aspect to note about Kanoko: you think that Kanoko is wearing a skirt? She's not. She's wearing pants. she is wearing pants. They're just really short pants that almost look like a skirt, but they are pants. Next up we have Charu. Also, once again, it looks too simple because she does look like a regular, like, traditional Japanese person. Similar to Shizuka, but Shizuka has at least a little bit more detail to her, all of her stuff that puts her just above. But Charu, I think, is a little bit too simple on her design. Konomi. You know what? Once again, it's a bit too simple. It's nothing too special. A lot of these designs don't have anything too special. Once again, welcome to the stream as well. Adwins. I'm making a video right now that I'm recording where I'm talking about the tier list of character designs. Economy, I think, is too simple. Once again, too simple. Nothing too special on there. I can't really hide behind that, but at least it does look a little bit magical, a little bit different than normal, but only a little bit. Next up, Natsuki. Oh my god, why? Once again, a bit too much fan service, a bit not enough actual, like, character. Not enough character in this design. A bit, also, it looks a bit all over the place. Like, the more I look at this design, I find random details that I think just don't work well with the rest of the design, so no. Next up, we have her. So, Monkey is alright, but a bit too much fan service. Put that right next there. Put that right next there. Next up, we have Momoko. Oh, I love Momoko's design. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god. Natsuki's clearly a golfer or a counter. She's actually a cheerleader. So here's the thing about Momoko's design. She really does look like a holy warrior. If you think to yourself, I want a holy warrior magical girl, this is the best thing you can do. She's got the giant cross weapon, not quite a cross, weapon that's gold. She's got a lot of gold in her design with her hair, her weapon, the sort of the colors in the background as well. It's got the white as well. White and gold are both really holy colors. At the same time, she really does rock still sort of this tomboyish aspect to it. So she still hasn't given up on her tomboy character side to it. I think it looks great. I think it does a really good job of sort of getting this holy warrior who's also a tomboy perfectly encapsulated in this unit. Even if you have no idea what Maga record, if you look at this character, that's exactly what you're gonna think. Yeah, that's a tomboy holy warrior. That's exactly what she is. That's perfect, does really fucking well. Next up, we have, also I will say that unlike Vampire Kanagi, she also has a sort of sex appeal to her, but at least she's not gonna distract her own team. Next up, we have Melissa. This is boring. Next up, we have Tsuruno. Who has the other Tsuruno? I'm gonna put it right next to this. This is a fucking design. Next up we have Iroha. It's once again similar to PMHQ. It's too simple in my opinion. It could have done way more. It doesn't have anything special to it. Next up, Ranka. Almost a 4-star. No, I'm gonna put it on 4-star. It does a good job of making like gaming part of her design with like her weapon, just her weapon. But at the same time, the sort of color scheme, like whoever made this, of course, knows about what sort of colors you would expect from old gaming consoles, which is white, gray, and a tiny bit of red. Because if you've seen the old consoles, they were all like white and gray, and it sort of, when you have the Famicom has a little bit of red in it as well. So yeah, most old gaming consoles were white and gray. And then the NES with a little bit of red in it, and I think this is what this is supposed to be sort of referencing. And of course also arcade cabinets, but arcade cabinets usually are a bit more colorful. But still, I like the idea that the color scheme does kind of reflect that. Does a good job. SNES design Ranka, that's kind of the idea, yeah. Next up, we have Mayu. It's a really fluffy design. I really like the idea. Her design is one of the designs that look very magical. Just looking at it, it looks magical to me. It doesn't look like a normal outfit that like a normal person would wear, like in everyday life. But it does still have the magical air to it. But at the same time, it also has a sort of dignified, sort of mature aspect to it. Because a lot of these other characters, they're showing a bit too much skin, or they're a bit tomboyish, like Momoko up there. But Mayu's design does look rather mature to some degree, which makes sense because she's like 18 years old or something. So yeah, I like her design as well. Next up, we have Snail. Hachikoshi! Kamimashita. It's fine. It's fine. I know her design also falls into the same aspect of it just looks like a regular person's design. But it still has some sort of details here and there that put it a little bit above the bottom. Although it would be somewhere between 2 and 3. So I guess, yeah, this is another design that is like between 2 and 3, but I guess to make it more obvious, I'm gonna put it in 2 because 3 is getting way too full. Next up, we have Amiria. It's too simple. But I will say that, especially because what would say, her dress flares out pretty wide towards the bottom, and she does have a pretty wild color scheme with a sort of really vibrant red. It is a step above 2. It is still a step above 2. I will definitely put her firmly in 3. It is still a step above 2, and that's why I think this is an alright placing for her. I think I've seen some other tier lists where she was put in like 4 or 5, but like I said, I don't know about fashion, and if someone from fashion designer says like, hey, this is good, then that's perfect for them, but I'm not a fashion designer, so I'm just put it right there. Next up, we have Konoha. Once again, really fine. Once again, there's so many characters in here that have designs that are very closely leaned on to something that looks like a normal outfit with a little bit of a magical spin to it, and Konoha is also along that, and so I'm putting her right here. Next up, Reina. Very much similar design. Looks like a night dress or whatever, just a little bit more magical. Whoop-de-doo. Next up, Hazuki. We're gonna put her right next to this character right here for no particular reason whatsoever. Next up, we have Rion. Rion is also kind of nice. You're kind of noticing I'm speeding up because I'm basically saying the same thing over and over again for so many characters. Yeah, this looks like a really standard outfit, just a little bit of a magical spin to it. Whoop-de-doo. Next up, we have Best Girl, and Best Girl is also nothing too special. I could have done a better job. I would have loved Kishol Asuro Oren Heart on the Blade instead of Oshino Shinobu, because Kishol Asuro Oren Heart on the Blade would have been... They could have done a lot more with that outfit and probably put it way up there, but if you're gonna go with Oshino Shinobu, you're probably gonna put her down there or something. Yeah, I guess Konoha can sort of look at these two from a distance. He's gonna be way over here while these other two characters are way over there. It's gonna be keep looking at them from the distance. I guess that could make sense, yeah. I think that would be a fine way to put them. Next up, we have Akira. She's fine as well. You kind of notice her, like I said, once again, same idea. I will say she does go a lot more in the direction of actually having some special thing to her, looking more magical than just a normal outfit. And I do actually like her outfit a lot. I almost wanted to put her in 4-star, but here's the reason why she cannot make 4-star. Her soul gems are her fucking hands, and she punches as an attack. The reason for this is because the original designer for Akira didn't know that soul gems were actually their souls and shouldn't be broken. So they only realized that after the fact because they weren't someone who knew about Madoka Magica before. So yeah, that's Akira now. I'm sorry, your soul gem is a terrible spot now. Next up, we have these two idiots. I like the design. That design is something that looks a bit magical, but at the same time looking very innocent. I know both these characters are not innocent at all. They're the very opposite of innocent, almost being mass murderers of millions, but at least this outfit makes them seem very innocent. It sort of has this childlike aura to it. It almost makes me feel like they were like straight out of the old Scrooge McDuck. What was it called? Not Nightmare Before Christmas. Who said that? Christmas Carol. Like they look like they're almost straight out of a Christmas Carol in their design, which is kind of like what that event was about. Like their event was basically a Christmas Carol. So I do like that they both fit into that entire idea and that entire theme, while at the same time having this sort of childish, naive idea to them. So yeah, I think it looks really nice. Next up, we have Yuki Maria. It's basically mom. Once again, looks like a very normal outfit. She does sock puppetry for little kids who call her mom because she has like a mom complex. Anyway, if she went on stage doing sock puppetry or after the sock puppetry, because you're not supposed to see the sock puppeteer, but if she like went around helping kids out with that outfit, people wouldn't think she's a magical girl. People would just think she's like dressing up for the occasion or whatever. So yeah, it does look a bit normal. Next up, we have same idea, it's too normal. This is also something that in general Aoki Ume also does. Ume is still designing a lot of characters that with outfits that almost seem normal, just with a little bit of a magical spin to it. And so a lot of Umekages are in here. Not that they're bad designs, they're all really good designs. This is the thing, all of these Aoki Ume designs, apart from those that for no fucking reason have a giant window around the belly button, a lot of Aoki Ume designs are really good. It's just that when I rank them between other designs, I personally, like I said, it's my personal list, I personally want to see a lot of really cool shit. So I value designs that do a lot more cool shit. Like, look at that up there. I value that personally more than the straightforward designs. Next up, we have Iroha. It's just a regular fucking swimsuit. Nothing's magical about this one. Next up, we have Shigore. Whoops, what? What just happened? There it is. Shigore. It's okay. It does look a little bit magical, but at the same time, it also looks pretty straightforward. I don't know. Next up, we have Worst Girl. Worst Girl can stay right there in Worst Girl territory. Oriko! I like Oriko. I'm gonna upset a bunch of people with this. Why? Because Oriko is supposed to have this sort of high class, dignified, not sort of gentleman, but sort of like lady, like aura to herself, while at the same time showing that she has mystical powers. She's a mystical power being of high class, and her outfit perfectly encapsulates that. And she has a bucket on her head. Moving on with the next unit, we have Meguru. Meguru also is alright, Although, actually, no, but it's 2-star. Why? Because her pants are way too short. Those aren't even pants, it might well be underpants. What the fuck? They're way too fucking short. Next up, Kyoko. Oh, I like that. It's a swimsuit that at the same time still looks really fucking good. It's not quite 4-star because it still looks too much like a regular swimsuit, but at least it's a swimsuit that works in battle. It's a swimsuit that works in battle. Who could have fucking guessed? But yeah, it does look really nice. But I still think it looks a little bit too much like a regular swimsuit for it to be a bit higher than that. Next up, we have this right here. 2-star. I still haven't gotten a single character in 1-star. There's going to be a 1-star character. There's going to be at least a 1-star character in this video. I guarantee you, because I already know a character is going to be 1-star. But moving on, we have Elisa Zelska, and she's going to be not 4-star, 3-star. I keep repeating myself, but it's a very simple design that still looks a bit magical, but it doesn't do anything super duper special. Yeah, middle of the road. Jesus looks immeasurable, he's so low. Yeah, she does look... The main reason why Chisato is so low, and the reason why I didn't talk about it, is because she's got basically no pants for no fucking reason. The reason, like, she's got... she doesn't wear pants. She's basically just wearing underpants. Why? Because Gun is fucking thirsty. Gun just puts so much fan service in all of his characters, and that is why Chisato just has way too much fan service in her character for her own good. Next up, Kanagi. I like it. This looks good. It really does look like a sort of rowdy, super tomboy character, sort of biker rocker gang character. Even though she herself is a very calm character. She's a very calm and collected character who just wants to find a place to belong. And she found a place to belong in heaven. But yeah, it looks really nice. It does really fit her well. Next up, fucking target tits. Put it right next to that. Put it right next to Chisato. Why does it not work correctly? Put it right next to Chisato. Why? Come on. Put it right next to this. Fucking same idea. Why? If she didn't have targets on her boobs, she would maybe even make it into 3 stars. But with those, no. Just no. Next we have Umika, who looks like a regular nun, but still has maybe a little bit of air of magic in it, and because of that I put it a tiny bit higher. He's one of the characters who's caught between 2 and 3, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and put her in 3 because I do like her outfit, like just at a glance value. Like, I'm gonna decide based on glance value. If I didn't know this character and I just looked at them once, I would rate this character higher than most of these characters down there. Next up we have Matsuri. Yeah, she's fine, but once again, rather simple outfit with just a little bit of magical aspects to it. Next up, we have swimsuit Sakurako. Once again, very similar to a regular design, but this one looks aquatic. And if you can do that, if you can make the same design still look sort of digital and electronic and AI-like, while at the same time look like a swimsuit, you've got my fucking vote. That's a 4-star right there. there's not that many left compared to how many we've already done, so yeah. Next up, Mito, once again, very simple outfit, but it does its job and it looks very nice and happy. It does look very nice and happy. Next up, we have... Where's the PMHQ? Put it next to the PMHQ. There we go. The PMHQ is getting crowded, man. Next up, Lapin. It's just a regular fucking outfit. It's not even magical. Next up, we have Shizuko. Oh, I like her outfit as well. It just looks good as well, but nothing super duper special. Next up, Felicia. Basically the same outfit. It's just like they're like right next to each other, but if you can see that their outfits are also, that's in general, very similar. I don't understand why I hate the girls that show flesh. It's not in general that I hate girls that show flesh. It's more so that it usually doesn't fit to their character. I probably should have said this earlier. The thing is, I've rated Reira a lot higher than most other characters would. I almost put her in 4-star. She's somewhere between 3 and 4-star, even though she has no pants. The thing is, to a lot of character, it just doesn't fit. Like Chisato, why the fuck does Chisato show so much skin? Makes no sense with characters. She's a character who is rather duty-bound. She likes playing police, as you can kind of guess. She is a rather straightforward, serious character. If you've read her story, if you've read if you read Susan in one event, she's a very straightforward, duty-bound character. Why the fuck does she show so much skin? It just doesn't make sense. And that is the main reason why I put or Natsuki as well. Why is Natsuki down there? Is because her outfit puts a bunch of emphasis on her breasts, just like Temari. Temari also a lot of emphasis on her breasts, just doesn't fit with the character. Temari is not a character who is like that. Temari is also not a character who is rather serious. She's a very serious character who thought about sacrificing herself. She thought about killing herself to save her friends, because her friends mean that much to her. But for some reason her outfit puts emphasis on her breasts, and so do her. If you've seen her Memoria, her Memoria also a sort of fan servicey. So yeah, that's why I think their outfit should have been revised. Next up though, we have Hikaru. I like her outfit. It does really look like a general, a sort of fighty general, but at the same time having a sort of feminine charm to it that you would expect from a magical girl. So it doesn't look too bulky, like usually like a sort of general thing, a sort of general outfit does look maybe a little bit too bulky if it's on a guy, but on a girl, they sort of made a few changes here and there to make it fit better on a girl, and I think it looks nice. It really does make it look like a sort of general of an army or a captain or whatever. And it still looks really nice. I really like her outfit. And there's no fan service, even though you look at fucking Chisato or whatever. Next up, we have... It's alright. I'm not gonna say too many bad things about her, because I've already said a lot of bad things about her, so I'm not gonna say her name. Out of disrespect, I'm not gonna say her name. But I'm not gonna say any bad things about her outfit. Next up, we have Seika. Yes, once again, it's a very simple outfit that does a really good job of showing you her design, but not doing anything else. Next up, we have Rikaren. Oh, it's a really good design. I really like that outfit. It really does give you that Christmassy spirit. It shoots that Christmas spirit right into your heart. Like you look at this image and then goes, Christmas. At the same time, it does show you that these two characters are very close to each other because fucking gay for each other. And yeah, in general, they're really nice to look at. I like their design. There's not much else to say about this. There are special design, two special designs that fit well together. Next up, we have Ikomi. She's very mad. It's a regular maid outfit, but it does have the sort of different coloring and sort of special touches that does put it a little bit above just being a regular outfit and does look a bit magical, but not by a whole lot. It's still not the character who's between 2 and 3. Next up, Hinano. Once again, it does look like a regular chemist's outfit, but it does at least do, once again, just like Ikumi's outfit, it does do a bunch of stuff to make it seem a bit more than just a chemist's outfit. Ikumi should be closer to the character. Yeah, I know. Where's... Whoops, what happened to the screen? That was weird. That was a bit weird. Where did I put that? Am I blind? There we go. No, it moved them. Okay, there we go. And just out of... I'm not gonna worry too much about this, but imagine there was another character. Actually, is that even on here? this is missing some characters. No, wait a second. I'm gonna jump ahead. So Ao, I think, also is a really great design, and Ao, I think, maybe it's a little bit too much fanservice. You could probably have used a little bit more clothes. Like Ao, the thing is, Ao's swimsuit has more, like, shows, or rather, Ao's swimsuit shows less skin than her regular outfit, which is fucking weird. But yeah, I think Ao could have probably done with a little bit more to her outfit. That said, I think it still looks nice. I think it's still a nice looking outfit, even though it's so simple, even though there's not a whole lot there. I think it still does an alright job. Next up, we have Rika. Yeah, it's alright, it's alright. It's a simple outfit, but it's just a good job. Next up, we have Hotori. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up here. Why? Because it really does give you that idea. This idea puts it in your head of this, of the anime that she enjoys, like a Power Rangers that she enjoys. I forgot the name for it in a second. I used to talk about this in Discord, and I just forgot about this because I had too much to drink. Sentai. She likes Sentai, yeah. Yeah, Algamer just said it as well in chat. She likes Sentai anime, like Ultraman, like Kamen Rider, like Power Ranger, stuff like that. And it really can kind of see, also it's a little bit of Decagon Ball in there as well. Like, her outfit definitely gives you that vibe while still looking magical. Still does a good job of describing to you who Hotori is. So yeah, it's just a really good outfit. Next up, so now, it's alright. Next up, we have Tard. Actually, I know I put Ultimate Tard in 5, but I think regular Tard's outfit, I think, is too simple. I think it's too simple. It just looks like some fancy pink armor. Next up, we have Ultimate. That's another 5-star. Get up there. You see this right there. You see this outfit and you think to yourself immediately, that's a godlike character, or that's a powerful character. That's a character who has sway in the story, who has this immense sort of gravitas to whatever this character does. Praise be to this character. This outfit fills out the entire room. It takes up all of the air in the room. But that's exactly because it has to. There's a really good top of that. It's really godlike. Next up, we have Yuma. It looks like just... It looks like just what outfit can we give a kid that looks kid-like but doesn't do anything else? I don't know. Next up we have Aina. It's okay, it's normal. Next up we have Satomi, Toka. It's okay, it's like a normal outfit. It looks a little bit different to be magical. Kirika, I like Kirika's outfit a lot. It really does give you that sort of edgy feel to her. Sort of this like black and white outfit to her. I will say, yeah, it does look a bit weird just looking at it, but that's because Mura's art is a little bit awkward. But if you just ignore the fact that the art style is a little bit weird, just the outfit itself, I think, is doing a pretty good fucking job at describing to you who this character is. And yeah, she's kind of spooky, she's kind of edgy, and I think it does come across rather well who this character is just by looking at her, and I will put a lot of effort, I do put some value onto that, so I'll put these characters next to her, yay. Next up, Aimi. Whatever. Next up, Ayame, also a good outfit as well. I wouldn't put it higher than 3-star, even though I think it's a really good looking outfit, but I can't put it higher than 3-star because this is another outfit that, in my opinion, just doesn't tell you much about this character. Like, yeah, but what does it say about this character? Do you know anything special about this character by looking at this? No? Do you? I don't think you can tell anything special about her. Like, can you tell me what her characteristics are like? What personality does she have? Looking at this, like, yeah, she's a kid. So, well, like, this design doesn't tell you anything else about this. So I think that's kind of a problem. But this is why I wouldn't put this higher than that. I need to fix this up here. There we go. Yeah. So next we have Nemu. Yeah, it's whatever. Next up we have Kanagi. I almost want to put this in 4-star, but I think it doesn't quite do as good of a job as the other 2 Haragi units at showing you what the character is like. Because yeah, she's got flowers and pink, but that's about it. These other characters, they've got a bunch of more stuff going to them. I'm just gonna just barely not put them up there. Next up, Sakuya. It looked a bit discordant. She's got a bit of a half skirt with some pants. Why are they like sort of frills or whatever on the skirt or whatever? She's got these like pieces of cloth that go behind her back. I think they come from her headband. Like her headband goes all the way almost to the ground. I don't fucking know. Next up, I didn't know. I'm gonna rank that. Nanaka. That looks like a normal outfit. In fact, that looks so much like a normal outfit that sometimes you can either... There are some story segments where she's cooking and you see her in that outfit. Because regular people don't even realize this is her magical girl outfit. Good fucking job. Next up, Emily. It's a good outfit. It does look very magical, but also nothing too special. Next up, Holy Mommy. I do like this outfit a lot. I do like this outfit a lot. I'm gonna put it in 4-star. It does a good job of showing you the Christmassy nature of this character by looking very festive, I will say, and almost taking up too much air. But once again, it's also part of the character because Holy Mommy also is a very extra character. Very extra character. Next up, we have Hana. Also, it's a good job. Yeah, I like it. I like the outfit. I almost put this in 4-star, but here's the thing. I think she could have been a 4-star design character if she wasn't drawn by Mura Koroe. I'm sorry, Mura, but I think there could have been a better job to be done on this character design-wise. Mostly because there are different parts of her design that don't quite fit together, that you can kind of argue are meant to be that way, but it just doesn't look nice in my opinion. I think it could have looked way nicer. Yes, my black, I did that on purpose. Ryoko! Yeah, it's normal. Senjo Gahara. That looks nice, looks nice. Once again, same idea with all these other characters, so many are the same. Next up, you have Yukika, also very same idea. I do like her bunny aspect. Actually, you know what? I will put her higher than that, because I do like her style, because she's themed after Alice in Wonderland. And I do think, like, she's both themed after Alice in Wonderland and she's themed after gambling. And putting both that together, I think this is kind of the design you would come up with. She does kind of fit really well into that theme, and her design does inform you about her character. I think it does do a really good job. Next up, we have Himika as the only 1-star character. Fuck Himika's design. Next up, we have Ren. Where's Rika? Rika, come on, I can put her next to Rika. There we go, that's a good design. But I'm gonna be sorry, because Ren's design is a step above that even. So Ren's design is... The reason I like Ren's design is because, once again, I really like themes that inform you about that character. And Ren's outfit is basically... an outfit that is like a funeral garb that you put on dead people when they get buried. And knowing Ren's backstory, and I've done an entire video about that. Watch my Ren video, Ren lore time, where we talked about Ren's video. But her design is got so many fucking good themes baked into it. It's such a thematic design that it can only be a 4-star. Next up, we have Ashley. It's alright. Next up, we have Sana. It's alright. Next up, we have Felicia and Tsuruno. I think they could have done way better than that, because here's the thing about Felicia and Tsuruno's design. They, once again, looked like just normal outfits. They look like normal outfits. I will say they are rather cute outfits. They are very cute outfits. They look really nice. But they could have done more than just having mostly normal outfits. Next up, Haragi Mitama. Not quite as good as the other Haragi units, because it doesn't quite inform you about the character as well as the other outfits do. Regular Mitama, almost 4-star. You know what, I'm gonna put a 4-star most because I personally, this is my own list. I can do whatever I want, and I just like Mitama's outfit quite a lot. So even though I think I could have done a better job of informing you about her with just her outfit, because her outfit is similar to other Injustice, more so magician focused. I think I still could have been a little bit more than just this, but at the same time, I still really like her outfit. I still think it looks really great, so put her up there. Next up, Kaoru. No. It's like this, the fact that her outfit is completely skin tight, I think is more distracting than it actually helps her at all. Korbo, it's too simple. I think it's too simple. It's really just a vest and some pants and a cloak. Okay, next up we have Riz. Very similar, but definitely a step above, because two giant reasons why. No, I'm just kidding. The reason why is because it just looks nicer. It just looks nicer. Look, I think Kobo looks a bit too boring, but Liz at least looks a bit nicer to actually look at, so I like that. And last but least, who cares? Okay, Haruka. Haruka is... is alright. So, Kobo's mask is the only thing going for it. Kind of. Kobo's mask is nice, but that alone I think is not enough to save this entire list. So yeah, if we look at the entire one now, let me look at the preview. Can we fit the entire thing into one screen? Jesus Christ. Oh, why is it so hard to fit this entire thing into one screen? There we go. Oh my god. This is the entire tier list. Thank you all. Imagine what your imaginary ranking for Tsubaki and Juri. Juri, somewhere between 3 and 4 star. Probably barely 4 star because I like the dragon motif. Tsubaki, probably 3 star, not special enough. So yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out in the stream. Thank you also everyone who has watched this video on YouTube. It was a really long fucking video, for once, if not the longest video I've ever done, because it took so much to get through all of this. But yeah, that was that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a comment. I was supposed to say that as well. And yeah, hope to see you guys next time.